Hey guys, good morning. VEDA day 5. We are having a super late start. It is Saturday morning and it's 10 a.m. and I haven't even had my coffee yet. So yes, I'm about to do that, and I just have to say, I went to bed with my hair wet last night. I honestly never know what's gonna happen in the morning. Usually it doesn't look that great, but it was so voluminous this morning. I was like, okay, I guess I'm doing my hair today. I do have to say, and this is a tip for all of you, that getting ready for the day, doing your hair, doing a little bit of makeup, even if you are not going anywhere, even if you're not even seeing anybody, it really just makes such a difference. It does make you feel like you're ready for the day, no matter what it brings. It's gonna be just a gloomy, cloudy day today. I don't know if it's gonna rain or not, but right now it's very cloudy and we're just gonna have a day together as a family. So I'm gonna make my breakfast and get this day going. So I'm just gonna have toast this morning, and I really like this one. I used to buy it more in the past, then I kind of stopped, but it's like an all natural bread. There's like a ton of sprouted grains in there, and you keep it in the freezer to keep it as fresh as possible. So I'm just toasting that up, and then I'm gonna make just like peanut butter toast. I also just pulled out some chicken thighs. We're gonna defrost those for dinner tonight and just put them in like a little bit of cool water until they're, you know, just a little bit less frozen, and then I put it in the fridge until we're ready to cook it up. We actually just placed an order with a friend of ours. It's actually their mother and mother-in-law that knows like a wholesale butcher kind of thing, and Dan's back. They're selling different packages of like bulk meats, beef and chicken and a few different things. So we just went in with them and split it, and I think we're supposed to be picking that up this week. So that'll be nice to kind of restock all of our, you know, our freezer here and our deep freezer in the basement. The toast with peanut butter and sliced banana, and then I drizzle a little maple syrup on it. It's so good. And I just got an Amazon delivery. This is the author of a book that I just read, The Perfect Girl, I believe is what it was called, and it was really good, a really good thriller. So I saw that this was another one by the same author that was really highly reviewed, and here you can pause it if you want to read the description. It sounds so good. I love a good thriller. So when I finish To Kill a Mockingbird, I'll start this one if my other book hasn't come. The other book that I'm waiting on is called Defending Jacob, and it's actually being made into, I don't know if it's like just a movie or if it's a mini series of the same name, and the, what's his name? I can't think of his name. He's Captain America in the Marvel movies, and Mary from Downton Abbey is his wife, and they have a son, and he's involved in like a murder trial. And it looked so good, and I saw that it was a best-selling, based on a New York Times bestseller, so I looked it up and it had like so many rave reviews on Amazon. So I ordered that, but I don't know if it's because it's being made into, you know, a movie that it's really popular. So that was delayed in shipment. So I, you know, picked up a couple of other books to read if it, you know, takes a little longer to come here. And I was supposed to be getting the rain boots for Lara, but those were also delayed. But it's okay, I understand, you know, and there's no rush on any of it. Just some things to keep us occupied while we're home. Okay, just pulled off my duvet cover. I'm gonna wash this and change our sheets and do all that today. And I have been asked before where this is from. It is from Pottery Barn originally, but I got it off of eBay, I can't even remember when, maybe like 8 years ago. And I just was looking at the tag here. If you didn't know, you like a lot of times brands will have like this small tag in with the other tag, and it says here it's from November 2006, but you can still find it on eBay. I forget the name of it. I'll put it on the screen if I can find it. I think it's Jordan, but I'm not sure. I have to look it up. So actually, maybe last year, I did buy a second one just because I loved it so much that I was afraid to ever not have it. And this one actually does have a small hole in it because we use it, I mean, exclusively. I can't find it. It's pretty small. And I don't know. I just was on a whim that I looked it up on eBay, and they had like only 1 or 2 of them, so I bought one, and I've just had it tucked away. And I pulled it out. I was thinking of swapping them just so that they could kind of like wear evenly. I know this is kind of ridiculous, but these are the things I think about, right? So this one, I want to say is not exactly the same, but I don't know if it's just because this one's new and this one has been used for so long, because this is so soft and broken in, and this one's a little bit stiffer of material, and I feel like the colors are not exactly the same. Like this is a little more tan and this is a little more yellow. Can you kind of see that? I did just wash this one. I've had it put away ever since I got it, honestly, in my closet, but I just pulled it out and washed it because I was thinking of putting it on. And the way that I like to use it is I actually turn it inside out because I love how it looks. Like the colors look all muted like that, and you can see more of like the linen texture in the material, and I just think it's lovely. But this one turned inside out, I feel like it doesn't look the same. It looks too new, I guess. Like it looks much whiter. Can you see that? So I don't know. I mean, it's not a big deal. These are not important things in life. But our insert is from IKEA. We've had this for like the same amount of time, as long as I've had this, maybe even longer actually, because we used to have a different IKEA duvet and it has held up perfectly. We use the same insert, you know, down. It's like a down alternative. I don't even know what it's made out of, but they have like different levels of warmth, and this is what it's called, the Misa I don't know how to pronounce that, but there's like different warmth levels. And we use this one, this is a 4. We use this year round. And if it's too hot in the summer, then we just don't pull it over us. We just use, you know, like the top sheet. So anyways, that's our bedding, in case you were interested. I really don't even know what we're doing today. It seems like it's just gonna be a day to stay home. There is no glamorous way to fill a duvet cover. It is like wrangling a dead body. It's, ugh. Anyways, I got it filled. Okay, bed is made. I didn't turn it inside out, as you can see, and I don't know if I like it as much this way. Maybe I just have to get used to it, but it's so much more vibrant in color than I'm used to. And our pillows have some green in them, and I felt like the reverse of this had more of the muted tones that went better with it. So I don't know. I mean, it's just our bed. It's not a big deal. I can always switch it. But now I have feathers all over my floor. They just like poke through the material. So I'm gonna go ahead and vacuum all that up now. The day turned out to be gorgeous. I came out here earlier and I was pushing Luke in the swing just to kind of like tire him out a little bit before his nap. And I was like, oh, I didn't realize it was so gorgeous. So he's down, we all had lunch, we all kind of just did something different today. Just kind of clearing out the fridge. We'll probably need to grocery shop maybe in like 2 or 3 days maybe. One of us will just go out. We haven't been doing the grocery delivery like with Instacart, even though I did pay for the year. It's just that the delay is like a week, at least the last time I checked, which was a while ago. It was a week that you had to wait. And, you know, everything, they're out of so many things that I would rather just go and make those substitutions myself in person than rely on the person that's there. You know, you can chat through the app, but it's just easier for me to do it myself. So that's what we've done. We've only grocery shopped, I think, twice since all this started. So Dan's just in the garage. He's working on someone's car that they dropped off, and then they'll come back and pick it up. Very little contact. And I'm just gonna read a little bit outside while the girls play. And I did get the second thread-up package in the mail. I just checked the mail, so I'm gonna open that up and see the other 2 pairs of pants. Well, that's kind of silly. They did only send 1 pair of pants, so I still have another package coming with 1 more. I think you have the option of selecting like how many deliveries you want them to make. I should have just combined it all. I didn't even realize. But these are Cat and Jack 2 tees, and I loved the reinforced knee, so I thought that was gonna be a little bit better for a toddler boy. And I love the little camo. He doesn't have anything camo, so I thought those were pretty cute. So this has pretty much been my afternoon. The sun went behind some clouds, so it got a little bit chilly, so I pulled out a blanket. Still reading my book. I just made myself a coffee. It's about 4 o'clock. Dan's still working in the garage over there, and the girls are playing in the backyard. I don't know if you can see them. They're back there. And Luke is still napping, so I'm just gonna keep reading. Not much else to do right now. Okay, dinner is just about ready. It is already 7 p.m., but it's so light out these days that it just seems earlier. But I just went through and did kind of like an inventory of some things that we have on hand that we can use for meals, really trying to be intentional about using what we have before we go out and buy more, as I'm sure most people are. So we have a couple of ideas here of things we can use up. We're thinking of making a sweet potato hash in the morning. I've never done that. I've only ever done it with regular potatoes, but that's an idea. The hardest meal for us, maybe this is for you too, is lunchtime, because if you're not gonna have a sandwich, it's like, I love having leftovers, but the kids are like about doing leftovers. It depends on what it is. If it's like pasta, pizza, you know, things like that, they like that. Or we have eggs sometimes for lunch. I'm like super blue right now. Is that a little better? But like if you had eggs for breakfast, you don't want it for lunch again, you know? That's the hardest thing, especially if we're going out. That's the other thing. Sometimes we want to go and eat it outside, go eat it in the woods, you know, pack it, and you know, sometimes we've gone to like nature trails and stuff like that, which we're thinking of doing tomorrow. And it's hard to think of things to bring. We can do hard-boiled eggs. That's definitely a like portable lunch. And fruit and veggies and things like that. I mean, breakfast is usually pretty easy. Dinners, it's like a meat, a protein, a carb, and a vegetable is usually like my trifecta that I try to do. Unless we're doing like a meatless thing, like beans, I would substitute for the protein, you know? So that's just what we have on our minds right now, just trying to plan for the next few days, but we're gonna sit down to dinner now. Okay, for dinner we're doing just kind of like Italian chicken, I don't know. It was olive oil, balsamic vinegar, some Italian seasoning, and just powdered, you know, garlic. Really simple, in the oven, you know, 25 minutes. Luke is hungry. And brown rice and green beans. So this is what our Saturday night is looking like. The girls made cookies with Dan earlier today, and we're gonna play Clue. So I'm just gonna go ahead and end the vlog here. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today, and I will be seeing you tomorrow as always. Take care, guys. Bye.